This is Chef Bushy, and this is another Culinary Misadventure. Today, we're going to be making a couple steak sandwiches. Who doesn't love a good steak sandwich, right? So what I have here is a beautiful New York strip steak. I left it in the freezer for about an hour, and then bring it out. Once it's a little bit soft again, it's just going to be easier to slice since I don't have a commercial slicer here, and this is going to allow me to get a nice thin slice. So what I'm going to do here is trim off some of this excess fat just around the edges. Fat is flavor, we all know that. We just want to clean this up just a little bit. All right, there's one last little piece back here. And there we go. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I want to find the grain, because obviously you want to cut against the grain. Grain is going this way. Oh, that way. Like. That sound was just awesome. Alright, and then what I got here is some ground giardineria.
Was that the actual mayonnaise, Josh, or was that you?
That was the mayonnaise, Josh. And yes, my cameraman's name is Josh. It's a pain in the ass, but I love him. Alright, so here we go. We got giardineria. So we got the giardineria in here. I just took that and threw it in a bullet a little earlier and ground it up. We're going to be making an awesome sauce. We're also going to take some Parmesan, throw that in there. Actually, this isn't a Parmesan. I lied. This is a 3-cheese salad blend. So what do we got in here, guys? Let's take a look. You can use whatever you want. Parmesan, Romano, Asiago, any of those nice firm Italian cheeses. A little bit of salt. And as always, it has to be cracked pepper. It doesn't matter if it's one of these little janky things. Fresh cracked black pepper. Now we're just going to mix up. Yeah, the strands of Parmesan or cheese are a little thick, but it's going to add nice texture to the sandwich. Plus, it's going to go in the bread. It's going to melt down, give it some nice flavor. So, there we go. Josh, you don't like spicy food, do you?
Not too much.
So I'll be eating most of this sandwich. I love spicy food. Definitely something I've gotten more into as I've gotten older. This little restaurant shack called the Hoagie Hut.
I remember that place.
We all remember it. It was great before hockey practice or whatever was going on, but we would always go to the Hoagie Hut in high school. It's a great place. You'd hang out with your friends late night after you weren't drinking at someone's house. And theirs didn't have the nice butter lettuce, but you know, we're classy over here now. We're also going to be slicing up a little bit of tomato. I'm personally not a tomato fan. You're like, what? You're a chef, you don't like tomatoes? No. Love tomato sauce, love barbecue sauce, all that. Not a fan of tomatoes, but it goes on the sandwich. I'm paying homage to it. We're going to throw some sliced tomato on there. But I won't bite in with tomato. It's just not my thing.
Not my thing either.
Josh? Also, Josh is one of those rather finicky eaters here in the world. But we might actually start a second channel called 45 and Finicky. It's going to all be based on cooking food that this guy likes to eat. We'll see. Anyway, nice slice of tomato that we'll be putting on that sandwich. Just get down here. Nice thin slices. Watching out for my fingers. Hope everybody knows that. Don't want to lose a digi. Alright. So, these will be the toppings for the cheese steak hoagie. We get this in the pan. We're not going to chop it up really anymore. We could. Don't get me wrong. We could. We might. Who knows? Anything's possible here in Culinary Misadventures. You don't know what's going to happen, right, Josh?
We don't know.
We don't know. But that's a good thing.
I might actually get in there and start cooking myself and have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, let's not scare him on the first video, buddy. So, just want to make sure all spread out.
How does it taste?
This needs cooking. So since we got two sandwiches, kind of divide the meat in the pan. You know, a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit everywhere. And we got some cheese. Cheese. Just some straight up regular American. Not quite Kraft singles. They're not sponsoring yet, Kraft, if you're out there. But just regular old deli sliced American cheese. We'll lay those on there. And we get our delicious, oh, that's hot. Holy shnikes.
It might be wise, yeah. Usually what happens when you take something out of the oven, it's usually hot.
Yeah, so we're going to aioli in here. Woo! I feel like Michael Jackson. I'm going to put this up in here. The other one, just getting some plain old mayonnaise, because that's how they did it at the Hoagie Hut. And if we can do it the same way as best we can, we will. So just a little squirt of mayonnaise in there. You don't need it on once the bread's on there, because we already got it nice and toasty. So you want to get up under it as best you can. Give it a flip. Get all that deliciousness in there. Anything that's left, just come back for it. Get it in the bun, or roll, whatever you want to call it. And boom. Oven's off. And we got one ready to go. Now we'll come back over for this one, try to get under it the best we can. And of course it doesn't work because why would it? Well, it works really well when I use a flat top at the restaurants, but not so much here. Anyway, back to it.
Sorry, my kitchen's not suitable for you.
Well, it's a great kitchen for a house. And that's what we're in. We're actually at Josh's house. My kitchen isn't as friendly for this type of cooking. All right, so got our spicy steak sandwich that we're building. Got those yummy caramelized onions all up in there. I like caramelized onions, so I'm gonna go back for a little bit more. All right, that looks absolutely delicious. But are we done? Not
Of
even
course,
close.
we're never done.
Not even close. We're going to grab another little handful of this delicious char in there. Get back in there. And then we got that awesome arugula.
Josh,
Yeah, what's up, Josh?
I never heard of arugula
Oh,
or
you've
had it
heard of
before. What is it actually?
So arugula is a nice peppery green. It's going to add a lot of flavor to this, personally. And then
Fantastic.
just a little bit of salt to finish. Over here, Hoagie Hut, or as close as you can at home, right? So first we're going to lay down our shaved white onion. And you don't need all. You can use as much as you like. For me, that's a pretty good amount for the raw side. Then we're going to come back with a little bit of that beautiful butter lettuce. And then 2 slices of tomato. That looks pretty dope, doesn't it, Josh?
Definitely does.
Reminds me of Hoagie Hut. Normally they do oregano. We didn't have any in the house, so we're gonna go with just a little Italian seasoning, because why not? All right, guys. So, steak Sammy's. Spicy steak Sammy. Classic cheese steak hoagie from the Hoagie Hut. Highwood, Illinois. Delicious stuff. So, yeah, we're gonna give it a try now. Awesome. Sandwiches are done. I can't wait to give them a try, so I'm going to go for it. Going to do the hunch. Everybody knows the hunch, you know. Italian beef stance. Legs out. Butt out. If anything falls, it's not on you. All right, here we go, everybody. First bite of the spicy steak sandwich.
That's a big bite, my friend.
Oh my God, guys. That is so good. So good. All right. I already told you I don't like tomatoes. Taking them off the hoagie. You can yell at me later. But here we go. Trying to get all those ingredients inside. Let's see if it reminds me of my childhood.
Or better than your childhood.
Guys, that's a great sandwich. Not quite the same as a hoagie pot, but for a cheese steak hoagie, that's really good, guys. So remember, like, follow, subscribe, hit all those buttons. Help us out. It's a new channel. Hope you enjoyed everything, guys. And we'll see you next time on Culinary Misadventures.
Is he here? Could he see me? This guy never shares anything with me. I think he might be gone. Shh, don't tell him I'm stealing the food. I hope he doesn't catch me. Let me try the other one too. Delicious.
I am so hungry. That son of a bitch ate my sandwich. Josh!
I didn't do it.